Up to this point, my discussion on director text has been limited to standard text. There's also something called field cast members or field text, which I'll be talking about in the next movie. You can also convert text to bitmaps. You'll want to convert text to bitmaps if you're worried about the typeface that you're using. It won't be available, or you don't want to include that font outline for that particular text. Perhaps you're just using a small sampling of that unusual typeface and you want to make sure that the user will be able to see it just as you've designed it in Director. Then you'll want to convert that text to a bitmap. Another instance when you may want to convert text to a bitmap, if you want to do some decorative bitmap editing to that text. For example, once you do convert your text to a bitmap, you can edit that text in the Paint window. You can also export it for editing it in Photoshop or one of the other good image editors like Fireworks, and add special effects to that text that you would not otherwise have available here in Director when using standard text or field text. So you'll use the convert bitmap command to change a text or field cast member to a bitmap. The converted graphic can then be edited in the Paint window very easily by double-clicking on it. After you convert a text cast member to a bitmap graphic, you cannot undo the change, and this command works only with the text and field cast members. You can't convert a shape to a bitmap. You can also only affect this change from the cast window. Oftentimes you can affect changes to sprites and cast members at the same time, but in this case you can only do it by opening up your cast window, selecting the text cast member, and then choosing from the main menu Modify, Convert to Bitmap. That's a real common, typical exercise and technique that you'll use. Notice that you get this paintbrush symbol. You no longer have the text symbol. If you double click on this in the cast window, notice that you can open this up right away here in the Paint window, where you can apply bitmap tools to this text. Notice you can also add text to it, but this text is bitmap text. I should point out that notice that while you're creating or adding the text, you can edit it, but once you've clicked away from it, you can no longer edit that text. It's essentially a bitmap. Edit text only here while I'm adding it. Notice that I can go back and do a little bit of correction of typos, but once you've done editing it and you click off of it, you can no longer modify that text. Since it's no longer text, it's just a bitmap. So there's the technique of converting text to bitmaps.